Bike lanes are a common sight here in Edmonton, and while they're aimed at making bike commuters' lives easier and safer, a pair of bike lanes along 103rd Ave are causing a bit of trouble. On the west side of 109th Street, two bike lanes going opposite directions were recently built on 103rd Ave. But in order to make these lanes a reality, street parking, accessibility drop-offs, and loading zones had to be stripped away, leaving folks living in the apartment building adjacent to the bike lanes with issues parking.
Whenever we have a delivery or something, they also have problem for parking because there is no place to park here. And one of our neighbors also had a plumber coming the other day. The plumber couldn't fit his car here, so he left. These are all the problems we are having now.
To put it into perspective, one bike lane sits on the north side of 103rd Ave, heading east, and the other sits on the south side, heading to the west. A setup that even regular commuting cyclists are struggling with, as the lanes converge into one single point.
There's like a very narrow pedestrian-oriented sidewalk with a very narrow curb cut. And so, say, like the people that just came out on their bike, if they were coming east and I was going west, we could very easily be confronting each other face to face, wheel to wheel.
So in order for cyclists heading east to continue their way on 103rd Ave, they either risk coming head to head with another biker or a vehicle.
I noticed that cars are coming down and trying to do a U-turn here. And so if I'm on a bike and there's also somebody, like that person who's trying to pick up someone from the building, they're kind of stopped in the bike lane. So if I was on a bicycle coming from the west, that car would be blocking where I am.
Even Councillor Ann Stevenson feels the bike lane setup isn't ideal.
I personally am not a fan of this exact configuration in terms of having the unidirectional, so single lane bike lanes on both sides of the street.
But according to the city, the addition of these particular bike lanes is only temporary.
The 103rd Ave temporary bike lanes are a replacement for 102nd Avenue, which is going to be under considerable disruption and construction over the next number of years as the LRT is completed there.
Which in turn is why no further changes to the bike lanes are planned as of right now. But the city plans to keep an eye out for these conflict points. Tristan, Mottershead, CBC News, Edmonton.